Okay, here's a big one. This is quite a few pages in your workbook. Get ready. Now, when you're going to remove the sword, that hurts. Okay, it's not like you're going to just like, hey, yeah, it's Tuesday at 4 o'clock. I'm just going to remove my sword. No, because it hurts to really deal with the core stuff. So kind of like if you were going to actually literally remove a sword from your body, you need a team. Now, nobody else but you can remove your sword for you. Now that is number one paramount rule. You have to do it yourself. But your team is very important. With that comes, where do you feel safest? Like, I mean, if you feel triggered and unsupported and totally freaked out at, say, grandma's house, that's not really where you want to go and really work on your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go where you feel safest, most protected, most at ease, calmest, etc., etc. And who is on your team? Now, your team is your therapist, your support group, perhaps a best friend who's already been through it. It's very good to look at people, kind of like myself, that have already been through it, of like, hey, okay, oh, right. If I address this, kind of like if you look at it like a sword, I'm not going to be in pain for the rest of my life. It's going to hurt and it's going to last for a certain amount of time, but kind of like blah, 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 or Angela, Shelton, you know, I can move past it. And at the end, there's an end goal there. Now, if you know people like that, that's really good. And if you don't, hey, use me as an example. Also, any kind of I call them wackadoodle healers. They're excellent. Your massage therapist, the acupuncturist, you know, there's so many, there's art therapy, dance therapy, gong therapy, like there's all kinds of things in the world. So many things that are kind of, I literally call them the wackadoodle healers, because it's not the normal medical therapist or shrink, you know, because I don't think you have to stay with one particular thing. Like, it's a huge red flag if somebody tells you, oh no, you only need me. Like, that's why I put this under team. Like, your team is very important. Family members that you trust, best friends, wackadoodle healers, you know, support groups, as in, like, there are so many anonymous programs. There's Incest Survivors Anonymous. There's all kinds of programs like that are at churches, that are at all kinds of meeting places. I promise you they're in your area. You just maybe haven't found them yet. And if you do know them, go sign up. Doesn't mean you have to go for the rest of your life, but like, go to a support group, have a tear fest with somebody that you've never met in this support group. I'm serious. So go find your support team, the places that you find that you are safest, that you feel the safest, and really pay attention and literally keep a list. That's why there's workbook pages. Who is on your team? Who do you trust? Who do you feel the safest with? Who would you go and have a literal tear fest with? You know? So who is on your team?